Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
Our history sets us on our path. From the moment we're born, we begin our walk through life. We learn so we can discover. We find our passion and develop our skills. We build relationships. We start thinking about what we're going to leave behind to those we love. Let our legacy help shape yours. First International Bank and Trust. No matter your place in life, we can help you live first.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold up! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Hey, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to the Minot State University Dome as we bring you coverage of our local teams from Region 3 participating at the Division A Girls State Basketball Tournament here on PSP Network. I'm Jonas Nelson. I'll have coverage of 3 teams that made it to the state tournament from Region 3. That is the South Prairie Max Royals, the Turtle Mountain Braves, and the Rugby Panthers. Of course, the Rugby Panthers were champions of the region tournament. It was Turtle Mountain and South Prairie Max that won state qualifier games last Saturday to make their way here into the tournament. We welcome you into our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show here on PSP. A reminder that whenever you need an oil change, make sure you stop in to Valvoline Instant Oil Change. They're located in Minot and Bismarck, and it's a really convenient service, something that I use with my vehicles because it's just that. It's quick, it's convenient, it is so cool. Just 15 minutes drive through, get your oil changed. Don't need an appointment or anything. You just drive up, drive right through, and get your oil changed at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. More information online you can find at VIOC.com. This the first game of the day here of 4 coming in the quarterfinal round of the Division A Girls State Basketball Tournament. And it features these two teams that made it from Region 3. South Prairie Max is coming in as the number 2 seed to the tournament with a record of 24-1 on the season. That one loss, you might remember, happened in the semifinal round of the region tournament, and it happened at the hands of the Rugby Panthers. Rugby got a victory that night as the Royals suffered their first loss, and that has been the only one so far. They won the third-place game over Botno, and then they just took it to Hazen in that state qualifier game, winning by 40 points. It was dominance by the Royals Saturday in the state qualifier game, a game in which they allowed only 2 points on 2 made free throws from the Bison in period number 2. It was just a 1 field goal that they allowed them in the third quarter and no points in the fourth quarter. So 4 points over the final 3 quarters of that state qualifier game. And you could say that South Prairie Max enters with a bit of a chip on their shoulder after that loss to Rugby. They have since responded in the 2 games since in the third place game in that state qualifier in dominating fashion as they move on. Last year, the Royals made it all the way to the championship and wound up losing to Devil's Lake in a very exciting title game, a game in which their point guard Riley Rutledge suffered an injury and was out. She has since returned and helped lead the Royals to, again, a number 1 ranking with that 24-1 mark. Meanwhile, for the Turtle Mountain Braves, they come into the tournament for the first time they've made a state tournament since 2015. And for the Braves, they are glad to be back here at the state tournament, coming in as the number 7 seed to the tournament. They would be the runners-up out of Region 3 with that record of 19-6 on the year for head coach David Gourneau. As you might imagine, the Braves fans are really excited about their team here back at tournament. Braves are led, of course, by Aubrey Janot, the junior guard, who averages about 18 points a night. And she, in that region tournament, was one of the keys to victory. A couple other key pieces for head coach David Gourneau Jr. is, of course, his starting center in Emberlyn Putra, who averages a double-double of 10 points, 12 rebounds a night. And then the luxury of having come off the bench Quinn Lattiser, a 6'2 senior, and she made a huge difference in that region tournament coming off the bench. Basically, some of those games, it was just like feed Quinn. Every time you go down the ball, down the bucket to your side of the floor, just feed her in the middle because she's going to do something good. And so Quinn Lattiser has been a real key as well. 11 points, 6.5 rebounds she averaged. She also got the game winner for them in the semifinals against Botno that sent them to the championship to face Rugby. I was watching that replay again that we had on PSP Plus. She got that ball shuffled to her with about a second to play and quick let it go. It looked like it left her hand with about a 1/10 of a second remaining and then went in for the bucket. What an exciting win for the Turtle Mountain Braves. Game 2 today, we'll have the 3-seed Valley City up against the 6-seed of Carrington. This evening session will begin with the number 1 seed and defending champion Devils Lake Firebirds taking on the 8-seed of Dickinson Trinity at 6:30. And then the final game of the day we'll have for you as well, because the 4-seed Rugby Panthers take on the 5-seed in the Thompson Tommies at around 8:15 tonight. And that will be our games today that I bring you. First and last, we'll bring you digital radio coverage here on PSP Network. Big thank you to Northern Plains Heating and Air helping to bring you that coverage. Northern Plains Heating and Air has over 25 years experience as your heating and air experts. They are your factory authorized dealer for Aerial Seal. No other choice to seal your heating and air game other than Northern Plains Heating and Air. You can find them online at northern-plains.com. We'll be back to have more of our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show as we get you ready for Game 1 here of the State A tournament between the Royals and the Braves, coming up here on PSP.
Fabulous edition of the Master Spas line, including the phenomenal Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools, swim spas, and saunas. Come see for yourself the outstanding lineup of Master Spas, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas, exclusively at Magic City Home Leisure.
Why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/familybirthcenter. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Had your back, or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need. Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
Or planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Welcome back to the Minot State University Dome, our digital audio coverage of local teams participating at the State A Girls Basketball Tournament. Jonas Nelson with you here on this Thursday afternoon. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate that. As again, we have the Royals from South Prairie Max against the Braves of Turtle Mountain here in Game 1. And then I'll be back for the final game of the day, which the Rugby Panthers play in as they take on the Thompson Tommies. This, of course, a very, very, very busy week on the PSP network as we have a lot of things coming your way. Take a look here at the weekly schedule here, and you'll see today the coverage digital radio-wise here from the State A. Also underway today now is the girls and boys WDA basketball tournament. That's taking place at the Bismarck Event Center on the 2 courts there. And full coverage of all 11 games of that is available on PSP Plus. Just go to psp.network and you can get to PSP Plus through our website there. Again, live video coverage, the exclusive live video coverage for the WDA tournament, girls and boys side, today, tomorrow, and Saturday, taking place there in Bismarck, as you can follow along there with what's happening there. And then, of course, we have for you another really busy schedule coming up next week. As you'll see, we'll have more tournament action. We have here at the Minot State Dome, I'll be here along with Dallas Hansen to bring you Region 3A boys basketball coverage. Quarterfinal round Monday, semifinals Tuesday, and then the third place and championship on Thursday. Meanwhile, over at the Minot Auditorium is the 3B boys tournament. Same schedule, quarterfinals Monday, semifinal Tuesday, and third place and championship on Thursday. Owen Patterson and Bryce Gutnick will be on the call for those games cross town. Also down in Bismarck, the crew down there will have coverage of the Region 4B boys basketball tournament Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday as well. And then, of course, you see next Thursday, a week from today, the Super Double A tournament takes place in Fargo, and we'll have digital radio coverage of games from that next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So it just keeps coming along, and we love this time of year. Yes, March Madness is here in full force. That is for sure, and we are loving it here on PSP Network. Glad to have you along. Of course, all of those video tournaments next week. You'll find, of course, live video coverage with PSP Network being the exclusive video source to view those tournaments, the Region 3A, 3B, and 4B tournaments on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Just about ready to give you our starting lineups and to get things tipped off here, as they will have a presentation of the colors. And we'll have our national anthem here, followed, of course, by the starting lineups, which we'll bring you right here on the PSP Network.
Today's anthem will be performed by Kennedy Hill, a senior at Botno High School. Also presenting the colors is the 4th degree Knights of Columbus, Monsignor J.J. Ray, Assembly 0787 of Minot. Please, please hold your applause and remain at attention until the colors are retired.
The things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
Welcome back to the Minot State University Dome as we get ready for tip-off of our first game of the day here at the State A tournament between the South Prairie Max Royals and the Turtle Mountain Braves. Let's take a look at the starting lineups and rosters for the two ball clubs here today. Start off with the South Prairie Max Royals, ranked number 1 in the final poll under Tanner Moser, assisted by Megan Johnson, Corey McIver. They come in with a 24-1 record on the year. And their starters tonight will be this way. Riley Rutledge gets a start, a 5'8 sophomore guard. Macy Talbot, a 5'8 junior, starts at a forward. Scotty Beck, a 5'11 junior at a guard. Maya Gunville also starts at a guard position, 5'8 and a sophomore. And the senior, Ajaya Trader, a 5'9 forward. The other Royals on the roster, Bree Rose, Abby Mickelson, Kim Kazima, Reagan Trudell, Brielle Hillestead, Maya Rao, Madison Seiss, Hattie Here, Bailey McQueen, and Kinley Schilla. Amy Mickelson, of course, was injured prior to the season and has been out all year long because of her injury. The Royals averaging about 67.5 points per game, defensively giving up about 39 points per ball game. Key players for the Royals on the offensive end, it's Scotty Beck and Riley Rutledge that have been leading the charge. Scotty Beck, the junior guard, at 17 points, 5.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists, and 2.5 steals per game. She is their leading three-point threat, making 50 on the year and shooting 37% from beyond the arc. Riley Rutledge, the sophomore point guard, is averaging about 12 points, 5 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and 3.5 steals per game. She is their second leading three-point shooter at 43 made on the season and 32% from beyond the arc. Meanwhile, for the Turtle Mountain Braves, under David Gourneau Jr., assisted by Jason Gourneau, Cadence Gourneau, Callie Reed, and Joe LaValle. They come in with a 19-6 mark on the year, as again they played their way here into the state tournament. Starters for them will include at the guard positions Aubrey Janot, a 5'9 junior, Achilles Azure, 5'9 junior. The two forwards are Madison Patno, a 5'8 junior, and also Irely Czar, a 5'10 sophomore. The starting center for the Braves is Emberlyn Putra, a 6-foot junior. The other Braves, Thalen Putra, Taryn Marion, Tiana Davis, Harris Reed, Harley Bercier, Ashlyn LaRock, Malika Cree, Quinn Lattiser, and Tylee Davis. Junior Haley Trottier and junior Kennedy Tetro both out with knee injuries. On the season, Turtle Mountain has averaged about 68 points a night and defensively giving up about 52 points per game. The offensive charge for the Braves on the season is led by guard Aubrey Janot, averaging 18.5 points per game, while Emberlyn Putra averaging a double-double of 10 points, 12.5 rebounds. And Achilles Azure, the junior guard, also averaged in double figures at 10 points a night. So it's the Braves to face off against the Royals here in game number 1. Pregame brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Timely service that won't slow you down is what you get at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Locations in Monmouth and Bismarck to serve you. No appointment is needed. You can stay in your car and just drive right through and get your oil changed. They won't waste your time, as you will be able to get that oil changed and safety check with just 15 minutes off the clock or thereabouts. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, Monmouth and Bismarck, and of course online. You can find them VIOC.com. I sit courtside to call the action of the game right near center court. It'll be black uniforms trimmed in maroon and gold for the Turtle Mountain Braves today, while the white uniforms trimmed in blue and black for the South Prairie Max Royals. To my right is the north end of the dome floor, where the Braves will shoot here in the first half. To my south, of course, is the south bucket. That's where the Royals will shoot here in the first half of the game. Winner moves on to the semifinals. Loser plays in the consolation bracket. Remember, when you come to state tournament like this, you play every day. They play, so every team is guaranteed 3 games, 1 each day, as they play things out all the way down to the 7th place game on the final day. So we'll have, of course, South Prairie Max, Turtle Mountain, and Rugby's games every day of the tournament, today, tomorrow, and again on Saturday. And of course, Saturday, should one of those 3 not be in the state championship, we will bring the state championship to you regardless of who is in that title game. Max Farm Services helping to bring you our broadcast coverage. Big thank you goes out to them. They are a locally owned co-op that operates the C-Store in Max. They offer fuel delivery, complete lube center, and anhydrous ammonia sales in the Max area. Give them a call today at 701-679-2487. 701-679-2487 for Max Farm Services, another tournament sponsor here on PSP Network. Braves out on the floor. Here come the Royals as we're ready to get things underway here this afternoon. Officials are Cale Hamry from Enderlin, Todd Elfman from Grand Forks, and Chad Palmer from Devil's Lake. It'll be Putra and Trader in the center circle, and the opening tap's going to be taken by the Royals. Macy Talbot will have it top of the key. She'll dribble now to the near side on the wing. Man-to-man defense for the Braves to begin. Pulling up her dribble up top to Trader. She'll drive down the right side, hands off to Beck on the wing. Driving in, the floating jump shot up and good for Scotty Beck. And the Royals jump out to a 2-0 lead early on. Up across the line, Janot gets it through the press, far side. The pass across to the right block, and Emberlyn Putra responds with a bucket. Tied at 2 here early on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Talbot near side, Scotty Beck on the wing, guarded there by Czar. Will dribble back to the point. Hands off to Rutledge. Riley working against Azure down the lane, lost it, fumbles it out to Gunville on the wing. She'll drive into the lane, kicks up top. They'll work it back to Talbot, driving in from the near wing, high off the glass, the shot goes, and it's too hard. Rebound taken down by the Turtle Mountain Braves. Janot pulls up her dribble on the far wing, and she is called for palming or carrying the ball. Call you don't see all too often, but called there, and it'll be a turnover for the Turtle Mountain Braves. Talbot, again, top of the key, comes near side. Pass in the lane to Gunville. Dribbles to the right block and had it poked away out of bounds. Putra came on the help defense for Patnode. Sun will stay with the Royals. They'll inbound to the baseline, right side of the lane. Riley Rutledge will trigger it in as her teammates line up on the four corners of the lane. She'll get it in far wing to Beck. Hard drive to the baseline, cut off there by Czar. Kicks up top. Rutledge to Beck, now skips it back near corner to Trader. Trader made a move, tried to fake the three and drive to the bucket, but she shuffled the feet and traveled, and a turnover for South Prairie Max. 6:25 to go. Nobody's two apiece here on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Up to Patno, they work it far corner. Long two-point shot, no, but the rebound and the putback right there by Emberlyn Putra. And we have a lead change as the Braves take a 4-2 lead on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Rutledge, hard drive down the right side of the lane, hit it poked away from behind, out of bounds. So it'll stay with South Prairie Max. Abby Mickelson and Bree Rose will check into the Royals lineup as Trader and Gunville will take a rest. Bree Rose, late in the season, injured that left knee and is heavily braced. Inbounds comes to Mickelson near side. Abby backs into the lane, spins to her left. The shot won't go off the glass, and the rebound tipped out by the Braves. Mickelson, a 5'8" junior, averages about 7.5 points, 4.5 rebounds. Rose at 9 points, 4 rebounds tonight. Inbound to the right block to Beck. She'll kick out. Rutledge, three is an air ball. Talbot tries to save it inbounds, but can't do so. And the ball will go back to Turtle Mountain here with 5:50 to go in the first quarter. And the Braves up by a 4-2 score on our BNC Bank scoreboard. Janot dribbles to half court, angling to the near side. Cross the line, Rutledge is there. Now back to the point, she'll dribble to Patnode, far wing, lining up a three ball. Too hard off the iron, and a rebound. Rutledge has it for the Royals on the baseline. Kick far side to Beck. Up ahead, trying to push it under the basket. Patnode stepped in the passing lane and took it away from Abby Mickelson. Here come the Braves the other way to the left block. And another layup for Emberlyn Putra, who has all 6 points for the Braves. And they take a 4-2 lead on our BNC Bank scoreboard with 5:15 to go here in the first. Talbot drives to the right side of the block. Stop there. Kicks up top to Beck. Scotty kicks it near side now to Rutledge as Riley dribbles back toward the point. Now down the left side she'll go. Scoops it back to the free throw line to Mickelson. Up top to Talbot. She'll go in the lane, and her pass tipped and stolen away. And then the ball kicked on the pass by Abby Mickelson, so it'll stay with Turtle Mountain. There's a timeout on the floor, and we'll take a break as well with 4:53 to go here in the first period. The Turtle Mountain Braves leading the South Prairie Max Royals 6-2 on our BNC Bank scoreboard.
Spas Etc. is excited to introduce the addition of the Master Spas line, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas and swim spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools and saunas. Come check out the outstanding lineup of Master Spas at Spas Etc.
Fetch it. Drop it. And drop it. Drop it. We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Just over 3 minutes gone here in the first period. 6-2 the lead for the Braves. They'll inbound against that full court press, and Irely Czar dribbling in backcourt, dribbled it off her foot and kicked it out of bounds. Turnover. So the Royals will get it back. Just to my right at half court, Riley Rutledge will inbound to Macy Talbot. Talbot will hand off the Rose, top of the key right side. Now Beck will come and get it. She'll drive into the near elbow, kicks to the wing to Rutledge near side. Riley around a screen, into the lane, cut off there. tried to flip it back out. And a whistle and a reach-in foul will be our first of the ball game. That'll go against the Turtle Mountain Braves. 4:33 to go in the first. 6-2 Turtle Mountain. And Achilles Azure picks up that foul. So Orioles inbound, baseline near side of the lane. Talbot gets it into Mickelson, cutting to the left block, and she'll score the short shot. 6-4 Braves. Is top of the key, Janot to the left block. And the layup attempt is no good for Irely Czar, but she was fouled, and she'll have free throws at the Serve Pro free throw line coming up. Abby Mickelson picks up the first Royals foul of the game. So Janot at the Serve Pro free throw line, the junior. And the left-hander's first, bounces off the iron, no good. Maya Rao and Maya Gunville, and Ajaya Trader back in for the Royals. Rutledge and Mickelson will get a rest. Janot's second free throw, no. And the rebound taken down by Bree Rose for South Prairie Max. 4:10 to go, first period, 6-4 Braves. Pass to the right wing to Bree Rose, and she took a step before she dribbled. Traveling is called. She was going to drive to her left to the basket around the defender, so the turnover gives it back to the Braves. Top of the key, left side. Three ball that's up and good for Aubrey Janot. That's what she can do. And the lead expands to 5 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 9-4 Braves. Far corner, Ajaya Trader will knock down a long two-point shot. 9-6. Braves by 3 with 3:38 to go in the first. Janot straight away, another three, no, off the rim. Rebound run down in the near corner by Trader for South Prairie Max. They'll quickly work it ahead to the far wing to Bree Rose. She'll drive baseline under the bucket. Her pass stolen away as Madison Patnode stepped in the passing lane. Janot tries to get it to the left block. Tipped away. Patnode gets it on the elbow. Her shot no good. Czar with the offensive rebound. They'll work it around to Putra near corner. Now to the wing. Azure has it. Cross-court pass, far wing, and driving to the corner. Putting up the shot from there. Too hard on the shot for Czar. Royals rebound, but they throw away the outlet pass. Braves get it back. Underneath to Patnode right side. Missed the layup once, twice. And it's cleared by the Trader, by Ajaya Trader. Here come the Royals on the run. They'll pass near corner to Gunville. Skipping it back up top to Trader. Ajaya down the right side, goes to the bucket, and off the glass, she'll put it up and in against the defense. 9-8. Lead of a point for Turtle Mountain with 2:24 to go in period number 1. Opening game of the State A tournament. Janot, top of the key, met there by Trader. Dribbles all the way around to the left block. Turns and fires back to Putra on the wing. She'll fake the shot, drive in the lane, kicks up top. The hard drive down the left side, and Irely Czar will score the layup left side. 3-point advantage, Braves. Under 2 minutes to go in the first. Talbot, hard drive down the left side. She'll get right by the defense and score the layup. First two for Talbot. And it pulls the Royals within a point at 11-10. 1:45 remaining in the first period. Janot at the point, cut off there by Talbot. Passes to Putra, cutting near side. Dribbles from the wing down to the baseline. Now passes back to the wing to Azure. And as Achilles tried to drive in, a foul called. Scotty Beck picks up the foul, her first, second team foul of the quarter on the Royals. And a timeout on the floor. We'll take a break with 1:35 to go here in the first period. It's the Braves by a point, 11-10, here on PSP Network.
In your life, and banking at the right bank is very important. We're really proud of our bank because we have great people, and our people are what make our bank go. We always want to treat our customers right and do the best job we can for them, and try to do things to help make our communities better.
of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Tournament coverage of the girls 3A tournament brought to you in part by BNC National Bank. Your life is busy. They'll make managing your money easy with locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Visit bnc.bank online. Turtle Mountain inbounds. They get it up top to Azure. She'll go left side and try to feed it down to the block to Quinn Lattiser, who checked in at the timeout, the 6'2 senior, but it goes off of her and out of bounds. So a turnover for Turtle Mountain. 1:22 to go in the first. Rutledge down the right side, kicks to the corner to Trader. She'll drive along the baseline. Now gets it to Kinley Schilla, who checked in at the timeout. Back to Trader. Out near side now, Rutledge has it, dribbling on the wing. Riley working against Czar. Cut off at the free throw line, kicks to the top to Gunville, 8 on the shot clock. Down to 6. Trader lobs down low to Kinley Schilla on the right block. A pass that was a little tough for Kinley to catch. It was a little high and wide, and her fingertips push it out of bounds for a Royals turnover. Kinley Schilla, a 6'2 freshman. And here comes Aubrey Janot for the Braves. Top of the key, she'll set up. Gives off to Azure. Her three, top of the key, in and out. And the rebound taken by Abby Mickelson for the Royals. 41 seconds to go in the period. 1 point lead, Turtle Mountain. Gunville right side, drives to the baseline, now back to the wing. The bounce pass up top to Trader. Near side, Rutledge. A screen from Trader, goes left in the lane. Her floater is up and good for her first bucket. And a lead change as the Royals take a 1 point lead at 12-11. 20 seconds remaining in the first. Janot through a double team, down the lane, kicks to the corner, and the three in and out for Harley Bercier. Rutledge rebounds, racing up the far side, pass ahead to the left, blocked Abby Mickelson. Little head fake, got the defender in the air, and Janot lands on top of her for the foul. Aubrey's first foul, second of the quarter on the Braves. Macy Talbot, Bree Rose, and Scotty Beck stay with Abby Mickelson and Riley Rutledge. Rutledge will inbound to the baseline, near side of the lane with 5.8 to go in the period. Looking, gets it in the corner to Rose, to Beck near wing. She'll launch a three, and she got it with a second and a half to go on the clock. It went through the hoop, and Scotty Beck with 5 points in the period. And after one in this opening quarterfinal game of the tournament, it's the Royals 15 and the Braves 11.
Way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's going to go. So
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
My car. There are some things in life we can't control, but what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
Coverage of the 3A Girls Tournament here on PSP Network brought to you by Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. They have 0% financing, free consultations, both virtual or in office. Enjoy professional treatment in a fun, relaxed atmosphere at Prestwich Orthodontics. Online, monupbraces.com. 15-11 our score at the end of the first period in favor of the Royals. They went on a 7-0 run to end the period as the Braves had led 11-8. JONAS, 3-ball straight away, too hard, and off the iron it goes into the hands of Bree Rose, racing up the near side. Across the timeline, she'll hand off to Rutledge. Riley dribbles into the wing, back to the point to Bree. She'll drive right. On the wing, gives to Talbot, driving in the lane, kicking to the near elbow to Abby Mickelson. She'll drive right, spins back left, and puts it up in a scoop layup against Patra, and she got it. Largest lead for the Royals at 17-11 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Zone defense for the Royals now, kind of a 2-3 or even 3-2 zone. To the far corner, the 3-ball for Patnode, way too hard. Air ball into the hands of Riley Rutledge. Racing up the center of the court, ahead to Abby Mickelson on the left block, lets the defender fly by, and she'll score the layup. And just like that, a Turtle Mountain timeout as the Royals continue their run. They've scored the last 11, and a break here on PSP Network.
My car. There are some things in life we can't control, but what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
Welcome back to the Minot State University Dome here on your Thursday opening game of the Girls State A tournament. And after only 58 seconds off the clock here in period number 2, a timeout by the Braves as the Royals came out of the quarter huddle and put up the first 4 points of the period, now leading by 8 at 19-11 on our BNC Bank scoreboard. Thanks to Planet Pizza helping to bring you our coverage. There's no pizza like it. Try the Blue Buffalo or the plain cheese or anything in between. Planet Pizza, your mouth will thank you. You can stop in or call now at 701-852-1700. 701-852-1700. Planet Pizza, serving Magic City for over 25 years. Another fine sponsor here on the PSP Network. We say a big thank you to them. Ask you to make note of all of these sponsors and, of course, give them first opportunity for your business. Next time you need their products and service, it's the best way that you can thank them for their support of getting these high school athletes on the air. Braves with the ball. JONAS near side, hands off to Azure. Her pocket picked. On the run down the left side goes Riley Rutledge. A little head fake to let the defender fly by, and Riley will score the layup. And the lead is expanded to 10 on our BNC Bank scoreboard, 21-11 in favor of South Prairie Max. JONAS dribbles near side of the key. The lob inside goes to Patra on the right block, and a whistle and a foul from behind. She got a little nudge.
Falls on Bree Rose.
Bree Rose will pick up the personal. That'll be her first of the quarter, excuse me. Rose out. Traders back into the Royals lineup as the Braves inbound. Patnode near side of the lane on the baseline. Up top to Azure. Hard drive down the right side against Talbot. Counted in one for Achilles Azure. Her first bucket of the game as Macy Talbot picks up her first foul of the game. And Achilles Azure goes to the Serpro free throw line. Can't complete the three-point play, though, so bounces off the side of the rim. Tipped out of bounds, though, by the Royals, so it'll stay with the Braves. 6:20 to go here in the second period, 21-13. The lead for South Prairie Max. Up top, Azure has it down the right side again. Too hard on the layup. Weak side rebound tipped around to the far wing. Picked up there by Janot. Kicks across court to Putra. She'll drive in and kicks it back to Janot. Now up top, Patnode with it. Trader's right on her. She dribbles to the right wing and hands off to Azure. Achilles. Back to Patnode. Patnode's pass inside goes off of her teammate's hand and out of bounds. A turnover. 5:51 remaining here in the first half. 21-13 our score in favor of the Royals from South Prairie Max. Riley Rutledge brings it up court right to left at the top of the key. Guarded there by Azure. The pass to the near wing to Maya Gunville, slapped out of bounds as Madison Patnode came rushing into the passing lane. 23 left on the shot clock. As Maya Gunville will inbound just to our left, just below the near hash mark. Teammates go in motion, and she'll get it into the top of the key to Jaya Trader. Beck comes from the far wing, gets the handoff, drives to the left elbow. Now to the right elbow, the pass to Trader. She'll go down the lane, blocked from behind by Putra. Here come the Braves on the run, up the far side. The lob ahead to Azure on the right block. Got too far underneath the basket, and it goes off the bottom of the backboard. Players dive on the floor for it, and the Royals come out of there with it. Rutledge on the run, up the center of the court. To the near elbow, kicks out to the wing, Trader. Trader to the lane, tries to sidestep to her left around Putra and do a scoop layup, and it sails out of bounds, a turnover. Good defense by Emberlyn Putra there on that hard drive by Trader. 5:07 to go in the half, 21-13. It's a lead for South Prairie Max on our BNC Bank scoreboard. Aubrey Janot brings it up the near side of the court, across the timeline, dribbles to the point, now to the left side, hands off on the wing. The three ball, too hard there for Patnode, and it will go out of bounds on the near baseline. Thanks also goes out to UPS Store for their sponsorship today, located on South Broadway in Minot. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, Saturday from 8:30 to 3. In the Marketplace Foods Plaza, the UPS Store for all your packing and shipping needs. Maya Gunville in the game, drives from the top of the key to the right block, now kicks back to Beck on the wing. Up top to Gunville. Now Scotty will come and get it from her and lob it in the lane to Mickelson, going to her left. Back to her right in the lane, the kick out to Gunville, far wing. 12 on the shot clock. Gunville hands off to Beck, who dribbles to the point. Near side, Gunville drives in the lane, 6-5. The pass back to the left block to Mickelson was too tall for her. Off her hand and out of bounds it goes for a Royals turnover with 3 on the shot clock. 4:21 remaining in the half. 21-13 our score. South Prairie Max with the lead. It was Turtle Mountain early on, but end of the first quarter and here into the second, it's been all Royals. Janot tries to answer with a 3, and she does. Straight away, Aubrey Janot with her second 3 of the game. And it pulls the Braves within 5. 21-16 with 4 minutes to go in the half. Mickelson up top has it. She'll work the pass right side to Rose. Dribbling into the elbow, spinning down the lane. Bree Rose steps around the defender, missed the shot. Rebound, tipped around, finally in the hands of Irely Czar of Turtle Mountain. They'll work it to Janot, far side. Aubrey will dribble up in front of the benches and scorer's table to the wing. Stop there. She'll hand off to Czar in the corner. Now they work it back to Janot at the top. A step to her left, tries another 3. That one's too hard. And the rebound back to the point, taken by Maya Gunville of South Prairie Max. A give to Beck. Up the near side, drives across the lane to the right block. Attempted the shot and drew the foul, and Scotty Beck. Irely Czar picks up her first of the quarter. So, inbounding baseline, right side of the lane will be Macy Talbot. Harley Bercier will check in. Patnode will head to the bench for the Braves. 3:20 to go in the half, 21-16 Royals. Inbounds, right side to Abby Mickelson. The kick to the corner, and Scotty Beck's 3 is too hard. Rebound, Turtle Mountain. Janot pass ahead to half court, almost stolen by Gunville. Azure gets it back, kicks to the far corner. Bercier's three is up and good from the far corner. Harley Bercier pulls the Braves within two at 21-19 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Just under 3 to play in the first half. Top of the key, Talbot tries to answer with a three. No, it's off the rim. And a one and done as here come the Braves left to right with the rebound. Near wing, it's Azure. Back toward the top of the key, they'll go to Janot. She'll feed it down low. Putra kicks out to Azure in near corner. Her three is short. Weak side rebound to Bercier for the Braves. Tried to feed to the elbow to Putra, and that was tipped and stolen away by the Royals. Talbot gets it to Gunville on the run. To the left block. Steps around the defender and draws the foul on the shot attempt, and that'll be on Aubrey Janot, her second, and the second of the quarter against Turtle Mountain.
TV timeout.
And the timeout in the court. We'll take a break here on PSP Network. 2:21 to go in the half. It's the Royals 21, the Braves 19.
Feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Live coverage of our State A Girls digital radio coverage here on PSP Network is brought to you in part by Ryan Family Dealerships. 50 years they have served the area as they have been a trusted name for car buyers in western North Dakota. 5 locations to serve you in Minot and Williston and online at driveryan.com. Maya Gunville at the Serve Pro free throw line as she makes the first of 2, the 5'8" sophomore, averaging 6 points tonight and makes good on the both. Her free throws, the first 2 points of the game for her. As the lead is back to 4 for the Royals at 23-19 with 2:15 to go here in the half. The pass ahead to Harley Bercier at half court, dribbling against the defense. She lost it out of bounds, so a Braves turnover. To my right at half court, Riley Rutledge will inbound to Macy Talbot. Talbot, one of the kids from Max in this South Prairie Max co-op. They'll work it around right side. Gunville in the wing to Rutledge, cutting to the corner. Riley steps to her left, a 3-ball, short. Battle for the rebound, tipped out of bounds. And Trader and Talbot came flying in and kind of collided with each other and pushed it out of bounds. 1:53 to go, 3/4 court trap. Janot against Rutledge, dribbles across half court, up the near sideline, and she stepped out of bounds. Turnover. Tough defense for Riley Rutledge there. She forced her out of bounds.
Back into the game for the Royals, Scotty Beck.
Scotty Beck back in for head coach Tanner Mosier. Gunville will check out. 1:44 to go in the half. 23-19 Royals. They have the ball. Scotty Beck near wing. Around the three-point line, now to Rutledge right side. Dribbles and kicks it cross court to the near elbow. Traders, 15-footer, in and out, and the rebound taken down by Achilles Azure for the Braves. Janot will bring it up the near side. On the wing, the pass down low to Putra, stolen away by Trader, who stepped in front of her. Up the far side, the Royals work it. Rose on the wing. Now to the near side, they'll get it to Beck. Beck dribbles up top. Backdoor cut from the right side, and Macy Talbot will score a layup wide open. Nice cut from the wing to the bucket, and the lead is 6 now for the Royals at 25-19, under a minute to go in the first half. JONAS across half court, headed poked away by Rutledge. She'll get it back. Hands off to Azure. Achilles down the left side, kicks to Bercier, far corner. Her three is short. Battle for the rebound. Putra running it down in the near corner and then tapped away from behind as she went to dribble. Trader got a hand on it. Abby Mickelson back in. Trader to the bench with 42.8 seconds to go in the period. And a 6-point lead for the Royals. Near side at the baseline at the 3-point line, it'll be Bercier. To the near hash mark, she'll toss it to Azure. To Czar. Dribbles from the top to the left side. Now to the baseline. Tried to back down the defender. Lost her balance. The loose ball picked up by Rose. Up ahead to Rutledge. Running the floor. Missed the layup. JONAS was right there on her back door, and she felt those steps coming and pushed it too hard off the glass. And then the Royals tip it out of bounds. Missed opportunity. 27.6 remaining in the half. 6-point lead Royals. They'll set up the full court press as Aubrey JONAS gets it into Azure near corner. The double team up to the top of the key. And now across the pass goes from Czar to Bercier. Now to JONAS, top of the key. She'll set up the offense with a shot top of the key, no good. Bercier left baseline with the rebound. Back to JONAS, far wing. 3 ball, no. Royals rebound, 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4. Rutledge near side, her 3 in and out. Rebound Belk by the Braves, and that'll be the half. 16 minutes in the books here at the Minot State University Dome. And after 16 minutes of play, it's the number 1 ranked South Prairie Max Royals with a 6-point lead over Turtle Mountain, 25-19 here on PSB Network.
History book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
To anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Welcome Welcome into our Magic Towing Halftime Report here on PSP Network. We are at the halftime with a 25-19 lead for South Prairie Max over the Turtle Mountain Braves. Next time you need a tow, call Magic Towing. They serve all of western North Dakota, and no job is too big or too small. Put this number in your phone, 701-509-4011, 701-509-4011. Next time you need a tow, call Magic Towing and mention PSP Network. Save $50 off your next tow with Magic Towing. Look at the numbers here at half, individual scoring, and there have been 6 players that have scored for the Royals here in the first half, led by Abby Mickelson with 6 points. Scotty Beck scores 5. 4 points apiece for Riley Rutledge, Macy Talbot, and Ajaya Trader. 2 points contributed by Maya Gunville. For the Turtle Mountain Braves, they are led by Aubrey Janot and Emberlyn Putra. Each scored 6 here in the first half. Janot on a couple made threes, and Putra on 3 made field goals, all coming in the first period. 3 points for Harley Bercier on a made 3. Irely Czar and Achilles Azure each with 2 points. It was an early lead for the Turtle Mountain Braves. In fact, they led by as many as 5 early on in the first quarter at 9-4. However, to end the quarter, it would be a run by South Prairie Max. They would take the lead after 8 minutes of play at 15-11. Second period here, the Royals outscore the Braves by a bucket, 10-8, and it's a 6-point lead for them here at halftime. The largest lead for the Royals in the second period was 10 points. They led at 21-11. Some of the team stats for South Prairie Max: they shoot 48%, making 11 of 23 from the field. However, just 1 of 6 beyond the three-point line for 17%, and 2 of 2 from the Servpro free throw line. For the Turtle Mountain Braves, they shoot 30% in the first half, 8 makes on 27 attempts. They were 3 of 14 from three-point range for 21%, 0 of 3 from the Servpro free throw line. Rebounding edge goes to the Braves, 19-14. And turnovers, 10 committed by Turtle Mountain, 8 committed by South Prairie here in the first half. So again, it is a 6-point lead at 25-19 for South Prairie Max. We'll take a break. We're back with third quarter action coming up next here on PSP.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary.
Welcome back to the Dome. We're ready for third quarter action here as the team switch ends. So the Royals will be shooting in the north bucket off to my right as I view it. Braves on the south bucket on my left, and it'll be the Royals with the ball. Right in front of me, it'll be Scotty Beck to inbound it to Macy Talbot. She'll dribble to the point, and her pass to the far corner to Rutledge, tipped out of bounds by Madison Patnode. So right in front of her bench, Maya Gunville will inbound off the far wing, gets it in the corner to Rutledge, driving along the baseline, cut off there, feeds it underneath to Trader. Her shot rolls off the back of the rim, and the rebound taken by Emberlyn Putra. Here comes the Braves with it, trailing by 6 on our BNC Bank scoreboard. Hard drive from the far wing to the bucket by Azure. Can't connect on the layup. It rolls off, and the rebound taken near side by Rutledge. Up ahead to Beck on the wing. Back to Riley near hash mark. A step into the wing. A three ball good for Riley Rutledge. And just like that, the lead expands to 9 on the BNC Bank scoreboard at 28-19, just 45 seconds into this third period. Braves trying to answer back. Irely Czar at the top, dribbles near wing, all the way to the corner. She'll set up a three, and that one's off the side of the backboard. Tipped into the hands of Rutledge. Riley racing up the far side for the Royals. Tried to do a step-through move, tripped and fell down. Falls on the ball, and then is tied up by Irely Czar. It'll be a held ball and a turnover for the Royals as possession arrow gives it to Turtle Mountain. Thanks to Max Farm Services for tournament coverage, your locally owned co-op operating the C-Store in Max. They also have fuel delivery, complete lube center, and anhydrous ammonia delivery. Call 701-679-2487. Max Farm Services. Another held ball on the Royals' end of the floor. We'll give it to Turtle Mountain with 6:46 to go, third period. 28-19, Royals leading on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Macy Talbot will set the offense. Gives it off to Trader near side. She'll hand off to Beck on the wing. A shot to her, a dribble to her left, and Scotty Beck nails a three ball. A pair of threes by the Royals to start off the third period, and Turtle Mountain wants to talk about it. David Gourneau Jr. with a timeout. 6:30 to go in the third. It's now 31-19 Royals.
Dig It Up Backhoe Service. Site preparation, demolition, road building and grade raises, culvert installation, directional drilling, and every kind of dig. No job too big or too small. It's Dig It Up Backhoe Service. Find them online, digitupbackhoe.com, or call 701-722-3315. It's Dig It Up Backhoe.
Part of our vibrant communities stands Bravera Bank, offering complete financial services for banking, wealth management, and insurance. From home loans and checking accounts
Let me tell you about the cashback rewards with this account.
to wealth management, we'll help you forge your path ahead.
Let's create a plan to reach your financial goals. Sounds great.
With specialty insurance coverage, our advisors ensure your operation can carry on.
Looks like it's going to be a great harvest.
Coverage of today's game here on the PSP Network is being brought to you in part by First International Bank and Trust, your full-service, family-owned independent community bank built on the bond between our employees and customers. Founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across North Dakota, Minnesota, Arizona, and South Dakota. Find more online at FIBT.com. Aubrey Janot against the press, dribbles across half court, double teamed and throws it away, and the Royals on the run. Scotty Beck's layup, no, off the glass. Rebound tipped into the hands of Gunville left baseline. She'll feed it to Macy Talbot, cutting down the left side of the lane, and she'll scoop it in for the score. 6 on the ball game for Macy Talbot, and the lead expands to 14 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 33-19 with just under 6 minutes to play here in the third. Patnode feeds it down low. Ball poked away from Putra, and then the outlet by the Royals stolen back by Putra. She turns and tries to dribble down the left side, and then she lost it out of bounds. Abby Mickelson, Bree Rose in for the Royals, and Quinn Lattiser in for the Braves. Putra will check out for Turtle Mountain. Trader and Talbot out. Or excuse me, Mickelson out. No, Mickelson in the game. Down the left side, she'll dribble. And her pocket is picked by Aubrey Janot, racing up the far side, and Abby will reach in and commit the foul.
Foul on Abby Mickelson.
Abby Mickelson picks up her second, first of the quarter on South Prairie Max. 5:27 to go, third period. It's 33-19 in favor of South Prairie Max. Aubrey Janot dribbling in the far wing, lobs it underneath to Lattiser, spinning, her shot too hard off the glass. Macy Talbot clears, racing up the near side across half court. All the way to the wing, she'll hand off to Beck. A left-handed dribble in the lane, leaves it to Abby Mickelson in the left block, and she's fouled from behind on the attempt by Quinn Lattiser. Her first, and the first of the quarter against Turtle Mountain.
Abby Mickelson, 2 shots.
And to the Serve Pro free throw line will go Abby Mickelson. Abby with 6 points coming in the first half. First one rolls off the rim. Well, remember, whenever you need fire and water cleanup and restoration, it's Serve Pro. 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians and advanced technology at Serve Pro. Mickelson second, short. And she runs down the rebound on the left side. Penetrates and kicks out to the near corner to Rose. Bree tries to dribble into the right block and split 2 defenders, and a foul called on the Braves. Quinn Lattiser will pick up her second as quickly as she picked up her first. And at the Serve Pro free throw line this time, Bree Rose for the Royals. Bree makes good on the first with her first point of the game. Scotty Beck out, Maya Rao in for the Royals. Rose averaging 9 points, 4 rebounds tonight, 64% from the Serve Pro free throw line. Makes good on both here as the lead is now 16 points, 35-19 Royals. Up top and a hard drive down the left side by Irely Czar. Spins away from the defender and puts it in. First points for the Royals, or for the Braves here in the period. Back come the Royals with it. 4:37 to go in the third quarter, leading by 14 now at 35-21. Rutledge from the top, dribbles far wing. Tries to drive in against Azure. Kicks to the corner to Gunville. They'll work it back to the top now to Mickelson. Abby down the left side, goes against Lattiser. Attempts the shot on the block. And I think that's going to be the third on Quinn Lattiser, who's picked up 3 quick ones here within the last minute plus. No, it's going to be on Madison Patnode instead. Patnode picks up her first. Abby Mickelson to the Serve Pro free throw line. The junior sinks the first. 36-21. And does the same swish on the second. Lead back to 16. 4:18 to go, third period. Janot met at half court by a double team by Rao and Gunville. Pass across to Azure far side. She'll dribble up the far side all the way to the corner. Back to Janot. Her three is blocked by Riley Rutledge. Rutledge racing the other way. Janot on her back, and she commits the foul as Riley went in for the layup attempt.
Her third.
Aubrey picks up her third personal foul.
Shooting the free throws.
Already the fourth team foul in the quarter on the Braves. Sending Riley Rutledge to the Serve Pro free throw line. The sophomore, 69% on the year, misfires on the first. As a substitution for the Royals, Scotty Beck back in. Maya Gunville will get a rest. 1 of 2 from the line for Riley Rutledge. 38-21 Royals on the Serve Pro, or on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Madison Patno gets the pass in the corner. She'll skip it back up top to Janot. Back to Patno. Tried to work it down low to Lattiser, but Riley Rutledge got around on the front side of her and tipped the ball away out of bounds.
Back in for the Royals.
Rao and Rutledge out. Talbot is back in, along with Trader. And Madison Patnode inbounding baseline right side, throws to Lattiser on the left block. It gets away from her, rolls to the near wing, and it's stolen away. Trader gets it to Rose. She'll go down the floor, trying to split defenders as she went down the middle of the lane. A Braves foul going to be called here with 3:35 to go in the third. Madison Patnode with her second. It will be the fifth team foul, though, so the penalty in effect. Any Braves foul the last 3 minutes, 35 seconds of the period is 2 free throws for the Royals. Bree Rose sinks the first. Harley Bercier in. Emerson Patra in. Patnode and Lattiser will get a rest on the Braves bench. Rose good on both free throws. And now the lead expanded to 19, 40-21, South Prairie Max. 3.5 to go here, third period. Janot, top of the key, to the left elbow. To Patra, spinning away to the right against Mickelson, and she'll put it off the glass and in. Emberlin scores her first point since the first period. She's got 8, and the lead is 40-23 Royals. Beck driving baseline against Czar, puts up the floater from 5, and it's good. Back to 19, the advantage at 42-23. Far side, Azure down to Patra, and Patra has it blocked out of bounds by Bree Rose.
Back into the Royals.
Rao will come into the ball game, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor as well. So we'll take a break. 2:54 to go, third period. It's the Royals 42, the Braves 23 here on PSP.
Elevate your next event with the trusted AD.
Fabulous edition of the Master Spas line, including the phenomenal Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools, swim spas, and saunas. Come see for yourself the outstanding lineup of Master Spas, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas, exclusively at Magic City Home Leisure.
Why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Welcome back to the Minot State Dome. Just under 3 minutes remaining, third period. And it's a 42-23 lead for South Prairie Max. And they'll inbound on the, Braves will inbound at the baseline, right side of the lane. Harley Brashear will trigger it in, tried to get it into Patnode, cutting to the corner, tipped away, loose ball. And then Patnode's tied up by Trader for held ball.
For the Royals.
3 rows out, Maya Gunville back in for South Prairie Max. Once again, Patnode inbounding baseline right side of the lane. All the way toward the hash mark far side to Aubrey Janot. Aubrey dribbled in a couple dribbles, was gonna do a long 3, kind of picked up the ball and then saw that was closing down as the defender moved in, and then she double dribbled as she put it back to the floor. Braves turnover. Royals get it back here with 2:44 to go in the third. Macy Talbot dribbles and hands off to Rao on the far wing. She'll drive to the top, down the lane. Nice kick to the left block, and Arjea Trader will be there for the layup. 21 the advantage now at 44-23 Royals. 2.5 to go, third period. Janot gets a screen from Putra, around it to the right side of the key. Tried to lob it inside to Emberlin, tipped away, picked up by Patnode on the right baseline. Kicks to Bercier in the corner, her 3 off the mark. Offensive rebound for the Braves, and then a held ball as Putra was tied up by Maya Rao.
Back on the floor for the Royals.
Trader out, Riley Rutledge back in for South Prairie Max, who keeps the legs fresh on the floor with frequent subs. Royals inbounding against some pressure. They'll get it into Rao in the lane, back to Talbot. She'll dribble up as the Braves drop back into their half-court defense. Talbot down the right side, kicks to the corner. Rao's long too hard for Maya. Weak side rebound, a held ball for a moment. Well, then Patnode will take it, and a foul going to be called on the Royals reaching in. Scotty Beck guilty. Her second, and the second of the quarter. So here come the Braves, trailing 44-23 with a 1:50 to go in the third period. They'll send it to Bercier, far wing. Ball poked away from her. A steal from Maya Rao to Rutledge. Up ahead, Scotty Beck running the floor. Has Putra on her back, but still gets the layup up and in. And a timeout taken by David Gourneau Jr. of the Braves. 1:35 remaining in the third. It's Royals 46, the Braves 23.
Wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Coverage today on the PSP Network brought to you by Minot State University. With more than 96% of recent Minot State grads either employed or continuing their education, MSU grads get jobs, period. Minot State University, be seen, be heard, be you. Minute and a half to go in the third, and the Braves have now been doubled up by the Royals at 46-23. Janot dribbles from the top to the near wing, and Aubrey will hit a 3. Good response by the Braves. Out of the timeout. 20 the lead at 46-26. 1:15 remaining in the period. Rutledge from the top dribbles to the near elbow. Now into the lane. Kicks to the far corner to Maya Gunville. She'll drive into the lane by the free throw line. Puts it off the glass. Counted and one for Maya.
Calls on Madison Patnode.
Madison Patnode will pick up her third.
To the free throw line, Maya Gunville.
Maya Gunville, the sophomore, to the Serve Pro free throw line for an and one free throw. On the season, she's not missed. Only shot 10, but a perfect 10 of 10 from the Serve Pro free throw line on the year. And I didn't jinx her. She made it. Yay. 49-23 26, back to a 13-point lead. We go under a minute to go in the third. JONAS dribbles to the right baseline. 10-foot shot, no. Rebound by the Braves. And the return shot there by Tiana Davis, blocked. And then it goes off the Braves and out of bounds. Turnover. Here comes Rutledge. Guarded there by Davis as she comes up center of the court, left to right. Dribbling between the circle, she'll pass left side to Rao at the hash mark. Maya tries to drive in. On the wing, hands off to Mickelson. She'll dribble into the free throw and cut off on the right elbow. Down to Shilla on the right baseline. Feeds it to Rao, cutting across the baseline left to right, and on the attempt, she is fouled. Fourth on Aubrey JONAS. That is trouble for her. To the Serve Pro free throw line goes Maya Rao, the 5'5" sophomore. Sinks the first. Her first points of the ball game. Averages about 3 points, 2 rebounds. 58% from the Serve Pro free throw line. And rattles that one home as well. She makes both. The lead at 25 points for the Royals. Final 25 seconds of the period. Azure from the top dribbles to the near corner. Back to the wing. The pass goes to Taryn Marion. Now to Azure, cutting in the lane. The kick out far side. The 2-ball for Harris Reed. Short. Rebound Royals. Up ahead, Abby Mickelson running the floor. Gets to the right block and gets the pass and puts it in for the points. 27 the lead as the Braves will not get a shot off before the end of the quarter horn. 3 quarters in the books. It's all Royals. 53-26 here on PSP Network.
Had your back, or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need. Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
Or planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Welcome back to the Minot State University Dome. We're ready for 4th quarter action here as the Royals in that period outscore the Braves 18-7. The lead 53-26 as we begin the 4th. Madison Patnode just to my right at half court will inbound it. And it'll be Azure that'll bring it up. She'll dribble far side, give it off in the corner to Reed. Back to the wing, and the 3 no good from Azure. Weak side rebound by Patnode, though. Now gives it to Azure near wing. She'll drive hard to the basket. Lost it going up. Picks it up again, and that one's short as she tried to shoot over Scotty Beck. Rebound collected by the Royals, I believe, but they stepped on the baseline, did Abby Mickelson. So it'll be the Braves inbounding baseline right side to the corner. Tipped away from Patnode. A steal for Maya Gunville. Here comes Scotty Beck up the near side. Pass ahead to the left block to Abby Mickelson, who scores the layup. 55-26 Royals. Just 40 seconds into this 4th period. Achilles Azure, hard drive down the right side of the block. And fouled on the shot attempt by Abby Mickelson. That'll be her third, first of the quarter against the South Prairie Max Royals. Azure to the Serve Pro free throw line. Just 2 points and a main field goal in the second period for Achilles. Now adds a free throw.
Back on the floor for the Braves.
1 of 2 from the Serve Pro free throw line for her on the ball game. Quinn Lattiser will check back in. Bercier is in. Azure stays in. Czar and Janot, the starters. Free throw no good, but Azure will get her own rebound on the left side of the lane. Kicks back to the near wing to Janot. Her three, no. Lattiser, weak side rebound on the right block, and she'll put it in for the boards. First points for her on the night. 55-29. Ahead the pass goes to Rose in the corner. Right-handed drive into the lane. Leaves to the right block. The pass to Maya Rao, and then as she tried to shuffle it across the lane back to the left block, a whistle and a foul. Kinley Schilla in for the Royals along with Riley Rutledge. Gunville and Rose will check out. Second personal on Azure. First of the quarter. So Royals inbound on the baseline, left side of the lane. Riley Rutledge will trigger. 6:51 to go. Fourth period. The inbound's tipped and stolen away on the far wing by Irely Czar. Irely across the timeline. Near side of the circle, tried to feed it to the top of the key to Azure, but Rutledge trying to jump the passing lane, commits the foul. She runs into her.
Back for the Royals.
Her first, second team foul. Czar inbounding hash mark far side, right by her bench. But a timeout's going to be taken first. So we'll take a break as well. 6:43 remaining in the game. South Prairie Max 55, Turtle Mountain 29.
Fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Drop it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Spas Etc. is excited to introduce the addition of the Master Spas line, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas and swim spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools and saunas. Come check out the outstanding lineup of Master Spas at Spas Etc.
Coverage today of the state tournaments here on PSP Network, brought to you in part by Northern Plains Heating and Air, your AeroSeal dealer. Over 25 years experience. More online at northern-plains.com. The kick out from Lattiser to Bercier on the near wing. Her three short. Rebound taken Royals. The outlet stolen away by the Braves. Down the left side to the block goes Azure. Counted in one for Achilles. .6:29 to go in the game. And Achilles Azure to the Serve Pro free throw line, trying to complete a three-point play. Scotty Beck will pick up her third personal, third of the quarter against the Royals. Azure's free throw is a swish. Barely moved the net. 55-32 Royals. Braves set up in that full court press. Inbounds under the basket to Rutledge. Dribbling far side. Passes back near side to Beck. Across the timeline. Ahead to Kinley Schilla. Right block. Spinning. Firing. And scoring the layup as they break the full court press. Far corner. Bercier tries to answer with a three. That's an air ball. Run down by Schilla in near corner. Here come the Royals. And on the run down the left side, Riley Rutledge with a scoop layup. Under 6 to play, 59-32 Royals. Azure, long two from the near wing. No on the 17-footer. Mickelson with the rebound, tried to dribble, but it got tipped away. The Royals get it back. And Rao's pass ahead to Mickelson at half court. She is tripped up and a foul called on the Braves. And that's going to be it for Aubrey Janot. That will be her 5th personal. She will foul out of the game with 5:45 remaining. 9 points on the game on 3 made threes. 1 in the first, 1 in the second, and 1 in the third quarter for Aubrey today. Patno checks in her spot. Royals inbound to Schilla on the left side of the lane. Her pass back to the top, almost stolen away. Royals will retain possession. Macy Talbot will reset, driving against Azure to the near wing, handing off to Maya Rao. The lob down to Schilla on the right block. She'll put it up and in, going up against Lattiser. The 6'2 freshman showing the moves down on the right block. And it is 61-32 Royals. 5:10 remaining. Far wing, the pass goes down to Lattiser, and Quinn is fouled as she made a move. Schilla will be guilty. Her first. That is the 4th team foul. So the next one, penalty in effect. Inbounds right side to Patnode, or to Lattiser, to Patnode in the corner. Her 3 won't go, but the weak side rebound and the putback for Irely Czar. Under 5 remaining, 61-34, South Prairie Max. Long pass by Talbot up the far side all the way to Trader in the corner. And a foul on the Braves. Irely Czar trying to jump the passing lane and ran into Trader. Irely is 2nd, 3rd of the quarter. So the Braves now with 3 in the quarter will set up in their defense as the Royals inbound right in front of their coach's far side of the floor at the hash mark. To Talbot in the corner. Up top to Maya Gunville now. Maya backing out, will pass to Trader near wing. She'll drive into the free throw. Now down the right side. Kick out to Rao on the near wing. She'll drive to the baseline. Kicks to Trader in the corner. Up top now to Rose. In the lane, and the kick out to Rao far side. To Gunville. And then as Maya drives into the lane, she is fouled on a shot attempt with 12 left on the shot clock.
Fouls on Quinn Lattiser.
3rd on Quinn Lattiser. 4th of the quarter, and the act of shooting, though, was Maya Gunville, so she'll go to the Serb Pro free throw line. Good on her first. Thanks also goes out to Max Farm Services for their sponsorship of our tournament coverage. Locally owned co-op operating the C-Store in Max, offering fuel delivery, complete lube center, and anhydrous ammonia. Max Farm Services. Gunville makes both. Hard drive down the right side for Azure, who splits defenders and puts it up and in for the points. 4:10 remaining in the game. 63-36 Royals. A long 2 from the far corner. Good for Ajaya Trader. Nice drive and kick there by Bree Rose to Trader in the corner. And the lead back to 29. Far side, Azure lobs it down to Lattiser, and Quinn spins to the bucket and scores. 3:45 remaining. 65-38 Royals. Talbot near corner. Maya Gunville, yes, on the 3 ball.
Gunville for 3.
Gunville adds a 3, and it's 68-38. On the BNC Bank scoreboard. 3:25 remaining. Czar near side, down to Lattiser on the block, double teamed, and a foul called. Rose and Gunville in the double team. Maya will pick up the foul. Gunville's first. It is the 5th team foul on the Royals here in the quarter. So to the Serb Pro free throw line. Quinn Lattiser will head, the 6'2 senior. First one rattles in and out. Rutledge back, and Mickelson all back in for the Royals. Rose will stay along with Gunville. For the Braves, Tiana Davis back in. Taryn Marion is back in. And also in is Ashlyn LaRock. Lattiser makes the second, 1 of 2 for her. She will check out. And into the ball game comes Harris Reed, the junior. 68-39 Royals, 3:13 remaining here Period number 4. Mickelson has it top of the key left. To Rutledge on the wing, the pass goes. Riley looking at cutters, gets it back to Mickelson, who moves to the elbow left side. Hands back to Rutledge as he comes by, dribbles to the free throw line. The 15-footer bounces off the rim, and on the bounce in the lane, picked up by Keely Zasher. Dribbling up against Rose across the timeline. Dribbles by her, goes all the way to the bucket, and draws the foul. As Riley Rutledge came on the help defense and committed the personal. That'll be her second, 6th of the quarter. So a timeout, and then we'll have free throws coming up. 2:45 to go, 68-39. Royals lead here on PSP.
Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
Welcome back to the Minot State University Dome. Following the timeout, free throws coming for Achilles Azure, the 5'9 junior. 6 points in the quarter. Make it 7 as she makes the first. 9 on the night for her. Just shy of her season average of 10 points a game, and she gets that, making the second free throw. 68-41 Royals. Full court press as head coach Tanner Moser has now put in the subs. Maya Rao, far side, slipped and fell down against a double team and turned it over. Into the ballgame now for the Royals. Brielle Hillestead is in there. Kinley Schilla, Maya Rao. Madison Seiss into the ballgame now as well, along with Hattie here. Far side for the Braves. Davis dribbles to the corner. Back to the wing, the pass to Azure. Her three, no good. Rebound in the lane, on the floor. Players diving after it. Rao gets to it for the Royals, and they'll take control of it. Hillestead, near side, passes up ahead across the timeline to Seiss. She'll drive all the way to the baseline. Pass across to the left block, and muscling that one up and in is Hattie here, the junior. 1:47 to play, 70-41 Royals. Up the far side across the timeline went Azure, and then tipped out of her hand by the Royals. So Turtlemount will inbound at the hash mark far side, right next to their head coach. Triggering it in will be Harris Reed, the junior. Down to the baseline. The pass across to the near side. 15-foot shot, no good for Marion. And the rebound taken by South Prairie Max with a minute 15 to go in the game. Ahead near side on the baseline. Trying to penetrate was the freshman, Seiss, but lost it out of bounds. 30-plus point lead, mercy rule in effect. Clock continues to run. Under a minute to go. Azure across the line far side. Now drives all the way to the left side. Scoop layup attempt. Whistle and a foul with 50.6 to go in the game. As you might hear the South Prairie Max student section on the north end to our right with the chant that they believe they're going to win. I think so. 70-41. Azure at the Serve Pro free throw line. Good. More subs in. End of the ball game here, including Bailey McQueen, a freshman.
Into the game for the Royals.
Azure makes good on both free throws. Kim Kazima also in here in the final seconds, along with Reagan Trudell. Inbounds to Seiss in the corner, and her pass back center of the floor tipped away and stolen, or tipped away out of bounds. Last touch by the Royals, so a turnover for South Prairie Max. Down to 30 seconds to go. Azure far corner, drives along the baseline and puts the shot up and in under the bucket.
Achilles Azure.
Dribbling up across. Trying to get across the timeline was Kim Kazima against that press. Tripped up and out of bounds it goes. Last touch by the Braves. Clock continues to run, and as Trudell will inbound, gets it into Kazima. Across half court they'll go. You'll hear the horn sound in the background, and the South Prairie Max Royals moving on to the semifinals. 70-45 is our final score in this one. A victory for the Royals here in the first game of the tournament. Our post game coming up next here on PSP Network.
Nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's a spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Welcome back to our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show here on PSP Network. Whether you're looking for full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. You can visit them online at planningteam.com. Planning Team Financial Advisors, helping clients work toward financial freedom. Also, thanks goes out to Shots Crossroads Truck Stop, your postgame headquarters. Stop in anytime or order online at shotscrossroads.com. Their delicious menu, which includes so many favorites: the caramel rolls, the pie, the number 99 hash brown combo. That's one of my favorites. Good stuff at Shots Crossroads, shotscrossroads.com. Well, it is a resounding victory for the South Prairie Max Royals in our opening game of the tournament as they defeat the Turtle Mountain Braves tonight. 70-45 is the final tally we have on our BNC National Bank scoreboard. And a lot of players in the scorebook. Scotty Beck leads the way, scoring 12 points on the night, along with Abby Mickelson, who scored a dozen points as well. Also in double figures was Riley Rutledge with 10. Maya Gunville scores 10 points as well. It was 8 for Ajaya Trader, 6 points on the night for Macy Talbot. Also 4 points scored by Kinley Schilla, 4 for Bree Rose. 2 points contributed tonight by Maya Rao, 2 points for Hattie here off the bench for their total of 70. Meanwhile, for the Turtle Mountain Braves, they were led in scoring today by Achilles Azure with 14 points. She was the only Brave to reach double figures. Aubrey Janot was just shy of that at 9 points as she fouled out of the ball game with about 5:45 remaining in the game. 8 points scored in the night for Emberlyn Putra. 6 points contributed by Irely Czar. It was a 5-point night for Quinn Lattiser. 3 points for Harley Bercier for their total of 45. Scoring summary went this way. It was the Braves who started off with a strong start. In fact, they would have their largest lead of the game early on in the contest at 9-4. However, the Royals would put a run on to end the first period, lasting into the early part of the second. And at the end of one period, it was 15-11 in favor of South Prairie Max. They would not look back from that point on. They outscored the Royals in the second period by a 10-8 tally. Our score was 25-19 at the halftime break. Third period, the Royal onslaught continues. 18 put on the board by South Prairie Max, just 7 allowed for the Turtle Mountain Braves. Our score at the end of 3 periods, 53-26. Here in the final period, South Prairie puts up 17, 19 put up by the Braves, but it would still wind up being a 70-45 win for South Prairie Max. Some of the team stats in this one. Overall shooting on the game for South Prairie Max, they were 62%. That's right, 26 of 42 from the field overall. 3-point range, they were 4 of 9 for 44%. Meanwhile, for the Turtle Mountain Braves, 32%, making 17 of their 54 attempts. And from 3-point range, 4 of 24 for 17%. Free throws on the night. Royals were really good from the Serpro free throw line. 14 makes and 17 attempts for 82%. Turtle Mountain wound up making 7 of 12 for 58%. 16 turnovers committed by the Royals. 19 turnovers committed by Turtle Mountain on the game. Rebounding edge actually went the way of the Braves, +3 to them, 30-27. Of those 30 rebounds for Turtle Mountain, just over half came on the offensive end of the floor. 16 offensive rebounds for the Braves today. Of the 27 total rebounds for South Prairie Max, 3 of those came on the offensive end of the floor. So with the victory, South Prairie Max improves to 25-1. They'll move on to the semifinals tomorrow night. And the Turtle Mountain Braves fall to 19-7 on the year, and they will play in the consolation bracket for tomorrow. We'll take another post-game timeout. Back with more, including our move of the game and our Sport Clip MVP of the game. Who will that be? We'll find out when we return here on PSP Network.
Take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
The things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Part of our vibrant communities stands Bravera Bank, offering complete financial services for banking, wealth management, and insurance. From home loans and checking accounts,
let me tell you about the cashback rewards with this account,
to wealth management, we'll help you forge your path ahead.
Let's create a plan to reach your financial goals.
Sounds great.
With specialty insurance coverage, our advisors ensure your operation can carry on.
Looks like it's going to be a great harvest.
Dig It Up Backhoe Service. Site preparation, demolition, road building and grade raises, culvert installation, directional drilling, and every kind of dig. No job too big or too small. It's Dig It Up Backhoe Service. Find them online, digitupbackhoe.com, or call 701-722-3315. It's Dig It Up Backhoe.
Planning Team Financial Advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame show here on PSP Network as the South Prairie Max Royals move on to the semifinals with a 70-45 win over Turtle Mountain here in the opening game of the 3A Girls Tournament. And we take time now for our Sport Clip MVP of the game. Sport Clips brings you this Sport Clip MVP of the game. They are the home to the MVP haircut experience. Nothing comes close to making you feel like an MVP. Quite like the MVP experience at Sport Clips. Tonight's Sport Clips MVP of the game is Abby Mickelson of South Prairie Max. Abby did not start on the night. She came off the bench, but was very productive for head coach Tanner Moser, as she scores 12 points along with Scotty Beck. She was very efficient, making 5 of her 6 shots from the floor. She was 2 of 4 from the Serpro free throw line, added in 4 rebounds, and was a +16 while she was on the floor. Congratulations to Abby Mickelson of South Prairie Max. She is our Sport Clip MVP of the game. Sport Clips will keep you looking your best. Check in online with a hairstylist today at sportclips.com. Our Magic City Home Leisure move of the game, brought to you by Magic City Home Leisure on South Broadway in Minot. And that move of the game, I think, comes at the end of that first period. The Braves were up early in that first period, as I mentioned. They had their largest lead at 9-4. In fact, they would lead by 3 points at 11-8. But from that point on to the end of the first period, a 7-0 run that would continue on into that second period with a couple big 3 balls, or a couple big 2-point shots to push that lead and that run even higher. And that was really the difference in the ball game. From that point on, it seemed like everything started to click pretty well for South Prairie Max. End of that first quarter into the second, and they would go on to the big victory here today, the #1 ranked team in the state. Magic City Home Leisure is your home and spa enthusiast, and you can see them for things such as the Sundance Spas, hot tubs, the Michael Phelps Swim Spas, Finley-O saunas. They have the Olhausen and Brunswick billiards, splash pools, and Tropitone outdoor furniture, plus much more. Located on South Broadway in Minot, it is Magic City Home Leisure, sponsor of our move of the game. So the Royals, we know, will play in the first semifinal tomorrow night, as they will take on the winner of the next game, the #3 seed Valley City Highliners, to take on the 6 seed in the Carrington Cardinals in the game to come here. And of course, the Royals will take on that winner in the semifinals at 6:30 tomorrow night. The loser of that game will face off against Turtle Mountain at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Of course, we're following the Royals, the Braves, and the Rugby Panthers, the 3 teams that made it from Region 3 in our tournament coverage here, digital audio. So we know we'll be back for that first consolation bracket game at 1 o'clock tomorrow that we'll have for you with Turtle Mountain featured there. And we'll also be back for the first semifinal at 6:30 with South Prairie Max playing in that one. Rest of today's schedule, as I mentioned, Valley City Carrington coming up. The evening session tonight, the defending champion and #1 seed Devils Lake Firebirds will face the 8 seed of Dickinson Trinity, 6:30 tonight. After that game, we'll be back on the air, and we'll have for you the #4 seed Rugby Panthers taking on the 5 seed of Thompson, with that one tentatively scheduled somewhere around 8:15 or so for tip-off of that contest. That means we'll be back on the air somewhere in the range of 7:45 to 8 o'clock, somewhere around there, with our pregame of that contest featuring rugby coming up later this evening. Again, a reminder to you of our coverage that's taking place here, of course, this week. Finishing up with not only our digital audio coverage here of the State A girls tournament that I have for you, but the big thing going on is our live video exclusive coverage of the WDA girls and boys basketball tournaments. We're bringing full girls tournament, full boys tournament your way on PSP Plus today, tomorrow, and Friday. All of it, all 22 games. Video coverage on PSP Plus. If you don't have that PSP Plus pass yet, go get it. It's available, of course, at psp.network. Next week, again, lots more coming your way, as we'll have all kinds of boys basketball. Dallas Hansen and myself will be here at the Minot State Dome for the 3A boys tournament starting Monday. Owen Patterson, Bryce Gutnick will be at the auditorium for the 3B boys tournament. Our Bismarck team will bring you coverage of the 4B boys tournament Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and then digital audio coverage from the Super AA next Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So a lot of playoff basketball yet to come here on PSP Network. I'm Jonas Nelson. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks to all of our sponsors for helping to make it possible to come out and do today's game. Please make note of them and give them first opportunity for their business, or at least thank them next time you stop in or give them a call for their support of PSP Network and helping to support and feature these local athletes on the air. I'm Jonas Nelson. Thanking you for joining us. Again, back on the air tonight. It's around 8 o'clock or so for the Rugby Panthers against Thompson. In the meantime, have a great day. It's the Royals moving on with a win of 70-45 here in Game 1 of the tournament.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.